Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday night as organ music night. I'm very sorry I have to do these things, otherwise I get into trouble. Click, there you are. Right, that's it. Uzamayo should be happy. Everything's in its right place. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I must start this evening with some interesting news. The interesting news being I received a gift in the post a couple of days ago, and I have no idea who it's from. And I would very much like to know who it's from. This thing arrived in the post. I'm guessing it's a brother or a sister to the cauliflower. It's a piece of, I'm guessing, broccoli. I quite like broccoli, actually. I just can't stand that disgusting cauliflower stuff. So somebody sent me, or sent us, an anonymous gift. It arrived in the post. Now, not many of you out there have our actual postal address, so it can only be a handful of you. There's only a couple of you it could be. So whoever it was, thank you very much indeed. Feel free to own up here in the chat so that we know who it was. And thank you very much indeed from Vanessa and from myself. It's very bizarre. And yeah, I now have a matching set of vegetables, cuddly vegetables. I don't know why anyone would want cuddly vegetables, but there you are. We have a cauliflower and a broccoli now. So there you are. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea who it was. Let's see who it was. Uzamayo says it wasn't you. I thought it would have been Uzamayo, actually. Well, that narrows it down now. I'm guessing it's probably Alexander in that case. Is it Alexander? Alexander's been very quiet. So it's probably Alexander. Who is it? Just what I always wanted, said Brooks. Yes, you're quite right. Just what I always wanted. No. Gleiswanderer, stop saying that. I'm going to delete that from Gleiswanderer. How do I delete that? There we are. I'm going to delete that. Secrets, Gleiswanderer, secrets. The world doesn't need to know everything. Anything? Nothing? Still nothing? Still nothing? Next we need a what? A cuddly what? I can't see where it's hidden behind something. A cuddly carrot, oh, for heaven's sake. It was Alexander Wunderlich. There we are. I thought it might have been. Broccoli va Alexander. She's not listening. She's downstairs playing with the bundle of joy. And by the sounds of it, they are being rhythmic. They are doing all sorts of rhythmic. So, Alexander, thank you very much. Wow, weird. There we are. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff indeed. Oh my goodness, Joe is with us this evening. Joe, you're back and you're alive. Joe, we've been very worried about you. Joe had a bit of an operation this week. We've been very worried about Joe, and here he is in the message this evening. Oh, that's wonderful news. Oh, congratulations, Joe. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome back to the land of the living. Very exciting. There you are. My boss has a dog called Broccoli. That's weird, isn't it? Well, don't forget, Albert R. Broccoli was the old guy who did all the James Bond films, wasn't it? Was it Albert R. Broccoli? I can't remember. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday night is organ music night, Epiphany, which means I get to play all the fun Epiphany hymns, which means I get to play this. with gladness, men of old. Gosh, that's old-fashioned. You were allowed to say the word men in those days. 1837 to 1898, the creator of those words, and 1823 to 1889, the creator of that music. And 1973 to today, the creator of that arrangement. There you are. As with gladness, men of old. I love all those hymns that you get. You only get to play them once a year. Or I never get to play them at all anymore because I don't live in the UK anymore. When I used to love playing these hymns because I used to play at a church in Edinburgh where it was all very high church. Anglican church, but very high Anglican church. Bells and smells, we used to call it. All that kind of thing, and yeah, it was kind of crazy. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before, I'm going to do my hello to everybody first tonight. Normally, I do it later, but I'm going to do it first. But first, more than first. Oh heavens above, what happened here? Hold on, this is the one. I'm going to check in the old. What happened there? Ah, there we are. Emails. Let's see what's going on this evening. Tickets, for example. It's a new year. And things are moving forwards. By the way, if you haven't already seen it, at the suggestion of a member of the Gartshore gang, I have put a number of items on our Buy Me a Coffee wish list. This was not my idea. This was the idea of someone in the gang. So if you're interested in helping us out, check that out. Right, let's have a look. Who's been generous this evening so far? Stefan M. Thank you very much, Stefan M. To Jörg W. from Switzerland. Thank you very much indeed. And to, who's this? To Jerry Martin. Thank you very much, Jerry Martin. You're at home in Ireland, aren't you, Jerry Martin, at the moment? Jerry's taking a well-earned break from life in Ohio, and he's over in Ireland visiting his mum, as far as I'm aware. So good evening to you over in Ireland, and good evening, mum, as well, should you be listening in. So thank you, Jerry. And who's this? And Alexander too. Thank you very much to those of you. Now, who's this? This is our friend Opus. Thank you very much, Opus. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Who's this? Andrew Prince. Thank you very much, Andrew Prince. That's very kind of you too. And who's this? Robin. Hello, Robin. Thank you very much indeed, Robin. Very kind of you. Thank you. Wonderful. Oh, I see all our tickets are still saying Happy New Year tickets. Ah, I thought we changed that. Oops. Our management has not changed that yet. Well, in that case, if you're buying a ticket this evening, you have options. You have an option to buy the organist a ticket, the director a ticket, that's Vanessa, or I think actually the Bundle of Joy as well. So you can, there are 3 options, I think, when you choose to purchase a ticket. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind of you all, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, let's keep that open for the moment so I can keep an eye on it. Right, who's here this evening? Let's have a look. There's a lot of you here. There's over 150 of you live in the chat so far, and we've already had 450 odd clicks. That's pretty good going. Let's go back then a little bit. Ursa Mayor is here. Good evening, Miss Moneypenny. How are you? And Happy New Year to you. And by the way, I have your address too. Wait, something. Anyway, never mind. Brooks is here. Good evening to Utah. Utah, that's where Brooks is. Casey Latz is here. Hi. Jerry again. Jerry, hi there. And oh my goodness, Cam with lots of, oh yes, Cam's got a new sound system at home, so we've probably blown the speakers already. How are the bass speakers doing? I think Cam's now got something like 8 subwoofers or something crazy. Do tell us. Larry is here. Hi, Larry. Blair is here from Fife. Hi, Blair. Wonderful. Bodenseeorn is here. Hi, Ingo. Lovely that you are here too. Robert Varner is here. Hello. Max Huber is here. Cassie is here. Good evening to you. There's Cam. Hello, Cam. Mike King. Did we say Mike King? I think we did. Jim. Hello, Jim Cascagnette. I love that name. There's a lot of names out there we love, but that's one of my favorites. Adrian Morris. Hi, Adrian. Gerhard Flink. Buonasera. Who else is here? Robert. Oh, we had Robert Van already. Tim is here. Hello, cameratim.com. Pedal to the floor. Let's see some smoke coming from the keyboard. Oh, good heavens, it's not that bad. David is here. Hello, David. Thank you for your email, David. The simple answer to your request is difficult because of copyright reasons. I did do it before and I got into serious trouble playing that tune. I'll think about it and I'll see if I can do something. David had a wonderful request and we'll see if we can squeeze it in at some point, but I have to think about it first. think about it. Yes, Gerald Long is here. Good evening to you. CC Big Stew is here as well. Wonderful. Jez is here. Hi, Jez. Opus Darai is here. We know you are here. Thank you very much indeed. Again, Gerald Long. Jerry Stefan Messer is here. Gerald Long is still here. Boneson is still here. Gerhard Flink is still here. Yes, we got you already, didn't we? Who else is here? Come on, if you're new, CABG is here. Now, CABG, I'm not sure, is it CABG for cabbage? Probably not. CABG. What does CABG stand for? Anyone know what CABG means? I don't. It's Joe, by the way. Anyway, Philip Augustine is here. Hi, Philip. Marcus B is here as well. Hello, Marcus. Alexander Wunderlich. Buonasera. Gleiswanderer is here. Hello. Oh, look, I've got the book there. What number are we up to, Gleiswanderer? Wie weit sind wir mit dem Braun? Ich weiß es nicht mehr. So lange her. Julian is here from Shreveport. Hey. Marek is here. Good evening to Marek. Wonderful. And thank you. Oh, I already thanked you for your Christmas email, didn't I, Marek? But yes, thank you again for your Christmas email to both of you. Wonderful. Michael Becker is here. Hello, Michael Becker. Razbaz. Hi, Marco. Wonderful. Am I missing in? Well, the Nightbot is here. That's Uzamayo's doing. Who else is here? There must be someone else. There's so many of you in there, but not anyone's in the chat. If you're here live and in the chat, say hi. Say hi. If you don't have a device to say hi, get yourself on. Jeffrey Ford is here. Hello. In hospital, one of the meals is broccoli and cauliflower and cheese sauce and God. Bah. Ugh. No, Jeffrey, no, just no. Xing Chang Chong is here. Good evening to you, my friend. David Tote is still here. No, we said Gleiswanderer, didn't we? Keith, hello, Keith. The Endless River. Who, the Endless River? That sounds very mysterious and magical, doesn't it? The Endless River. Who is the Endless River? Do you have a real name, Endless River? That'd be nice. Who are you? It jumped. So I probably missed some of you. Oh God, I've missed a lot of you. Where's the Endless River? Where the hell's the Endless River? Ah, there you are. Right, who have I missed? Karl. Hello, Karl. Der Krautmacher. Guten Abend. Ich habe bei Grand Org das Problem, dass der Sound sehr verspätet kommt. Irgendwelche Lösungsvorschläge. Okay, here we are. Let's do this in English. Our friend Der Krautmacher is not using Hauptwerk, he's using Grand Org. Grand Org, which is another kind of sampling software you can use. And he's having problems when he plays. He has a lot of latency. So I'm guessing it's going to be a sound card issue. If you're using an internal sound card, stop. You need an external audio interface to make things work better. Anyone else out there who uses Grand Org, get in touch with Der Krautmacher and let him know what's going on. I'm assuming Der Krautmacher is a him because it says Der Krautmacher. I'm just guessing. Dr. Charles, good afternoon, good evening to you. Wolfgang König, guten Abend. To you, Joshua is here. We haven't had Joshua fit the Battle of Jericho for a long time. Let's do that tonight. Monica is also here. Hello from Northeast Ohio. Yeah, that's lovely. Wonderful. Andrew Bazuki is here. Hello. Ralph aus Stuttgart is here. I wonder where Ralph comes from. Could it be Stuttgart? Could be. Uwe is here. Good evening, Uwe. František is also here. Splendid. David Ross is here from Canada. Hi. Hi. Cam just said cabbage. Right, splendid. Is that how we're referring to Joe at that point? Coronary artery bypass. Oh my goodness. Right, thank you very much. So CABD is coronary artery bypass graft. Yes, Joe's been under the knife, but let's Joe's alive, and that's the most important thing. Keith is still here. Hello, Keith. Jerry is talking about broccoli and cauliflower. Gosh. Richard Zeus. That's a lovely name. Hello. Casey. Oh, it keeps jumping. Stop jumping, you swine thing. Right, here we go. Anyone else? Yellowbird. Hello. Mattis Ott. Hello, Mattis Ott. Are you any relation of the Ott organ building firm? That would be interesting. IVL is here as well. Organ blower is here from Toronto. Ken is organ blower. That's good, 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 good. The Endless River is called Jonas. There we are. Now we have it. We have a real name. Peter Krustig is here. Hello, Peter. Peter Krustig. I love that name. That's a good name too. Wonderful, wonderful. I can smell burning. We've got the fire on downstairs in the living room, and I suspect Vanessa's just put a lump of wood on it. She's thrown a twig on the fire to keep it going. John Drake is here too, and David Miller is here too. There we go. Right, that's a lot of you already. I'm going to go on with the music now, because we can't just sit here all night and say hello to everybody. And while that was happening, nothing else happened. So there we are. That's exciting. Right, actually here, our friend from Stuttgart, Ralph from Stuttgart, here's a piece of music that's actually called Stuttgart. And lo and behold, it's one of the Epiphany hymns. Bethlehem of noblest cities, none can once with thee compare. Thou alone, the Lord from heaven, didst for us incarnate bear. Translate that into modern English if you dare. The melody is called Stuttgart. There you are. Bet you didn't know that. Oh, it's a good sound, isn't it? We're on Düsseldorf again tonight. This is the organ of St Lambertus Church up in Düsseldorf. Wonderful thing. Now, we're going to be getting out and about quite a bit this year with lots of organs, and next weekend is no exception. Now, ladies and gentlemen, date for your diary. Friday night is organ music night coming up. Friday night is the 12th of January. Since the beginning of all these concerts here, one subject has plagued me the whole time. And that subject is, or has been, to use the correct tense, B-Bach. And I personally am not the greatest lover of playing B-Bach, but I do love listening to it. I'm not a player of it. However, ladies and gentlemen, to keep the Gartshore gang happy, to keep everyone out there happy, there will be some B-Bach on the channel, live on this instrument. Some B-Bach, ladies and gentlemen, will be played next Friday evening. So Friday night is organ music night. That's Friday the 12th, coming Friday, usual time, usual place. The concert program will include some B-Bach. There will be some fun stuff in there as well. There will be other classical stuff. There will be fun stuff. There's a huge program. I've put together the most amazing program for next Friday. So what we're going to do, once a month from now on, we're going to have one big concert. That's sort of big classical style concert with lots of big pieces of music. And the first one of those is obviously happening in January. So 12th of January, ladies and gentlemen, mark it in your diaries. Do not be late. You're going to enjoy it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, you're going to enjoy it. The concert includes B-Bach. What B-Bach is coming? Well, I'm not going to give the game away, but if I play the first two notes, you'll probably recognize it from that. That's pending, by the way. At the moment, it looks like it could be that. So we're pending. That's going to be next week. Oh my goodness me. Now, the weekend will continue. This past weekend, Friday and Saturday, I wasn't able to perform. So we're starting tonight with Sunday night as organ music night. Now next weekend, like I say, Friday night will be a huge concert. All right, don't be late for that one. It's going to be a huge concert. Now next Saturday we're going to have our tuba concert. Tuba is a concert, an extra once a month concert for our Illuminati members, shall we say, for those generous souls who keep the Gartshore household here, not household, but keep the Gartshore machinery afloat. All right, and for those generous souls we put on one extra concert a month. Now this coming Saturday is going to be this month tuba concert, and if you're interested, check out either our Patreon page, link coming up from one of you, link coming up, or check out our Buy Me a Coffee page, where you can also become a member, and you can become a regular member. You can become a one-off member as far as I'm concerned, just do it once. But this coming Saturday, this month's tuba concert is going to be a very, very interesting one as well, because I'm trying out a new format. I'm saying nothing more. I'm trying out a new format. So that's going to be this Saturday. So Friday night, enormous concert. Saturday night, new format, tuba concert, members only. And then next Sunday will be a normal Sunday night as organ music night to sort of get back to normal, okay? Whew, that's a lot. Now, at the end of last year, we were saving up, thanks to the Buy Me a Coffee wish list, we were saving up for equipment to get out and about and start doing some new recordings. Well, we're getting there. We've almost got all the equipment now. There are, I think there are 2 things left on the wish list, and then the recording equipment is complete, 100% complete. We need no more recording equipment. Now, it seems all very decadent to go and get all this equipment, but there is a very good reason for it, and that will become very apparent when you hear what recordings can sound like with that equipment. Oh my goodness me, it's rather exciting. We started using the equipment during the Advent Sundays when I was out in, where was I? I was out in Herschbach, in Virges, and in Gattenbach. There's 3 local organs here, very different in size, sound, and scope. And the recordings all sounded very, very good because we were using 2 microphones, 1 pair of wonderfully good microphones. Now, however, ladies and gentlemen, we are adding to that. We're adding to that. We are adding multi-dimensionality to that. So the excitement continues in the recording world. So should you be interested, there you are. Nightbot says become a member for extra content. If you are already a member on our Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon, by the way, if you're not already a member on one of those and are interested in becoming a paid member, I would suggest Buy Me a Coffee for the simple reason lower fees, less fees, or they take a smaller cut, so more ends up coming back to the Gartshore gang, if you know what I mean. And also this year we are reworking our extra content for our members, because last year, for various personal reasons, was a bit of a disaster, and I didn't get anywhere near as much extra content made for you as much as I would have loved to. And I am still very grateful to all of you who are still members and haven't left the ship. But this year I will be making up for it. That's a promise. Live on air. That's a promise, live on air. So there we are. Right, so there's a little bit of news, but don't miss out next week, okay? Next week is the most important of them all. It's going to be the biggest and brightest and best of them all. Shall we say that? Here's the brightest and best, number 49 in the Anglican hymn book. Is that? Ah, there we are, we're back. My microphone would appear to have died. Thankfully, I have two. I'm using this thing now, the DJI microphone. It's a very useful wireless system, but the other one would appear to have just died, although it was perfectly charged. That's not good. Right, yes, Andrew Prince, I'll have to do that all again. I have no idea what I said. What was I talking about? Right, the piece of music I just played before that disappeared was Brightest and Best are the Sons, Brightest and Best of the Sons of the Morning, Dawn of Our Darkness and Lend Us Thine Aid. There we are. Star of the East, the Horizon Adorning. That sounds Masonic, doesn't it? Guide where our infant Redeemer is laid. Right, there we are. Okay, finally. Sorry, do apologize, folks. That's technology for you. I was busy brabbling on about technology there, and mine packed in. That's good, isn't it? It must have been, that microphone must have been jealous of the new microphones, and that's what that is. Right, now what I was also doing, I had a dig over here, and I wanted to say thank you to Cassie for buying a ticket on the other account. I don't know where you got that from, but never mind, there it is. So thank you for that. And also thank you to the Platz gang for the contribution towards the external 2 terabyte SSD. Now this is why I lifted this thing up. I'm going to do it again. Maybe that's what buggered it when I lifted this up. Maybe did I press it? No, that's not, because the microphone wasn't working. It was on. There, right. I was showing you my external disk. See that thing wobbling there? There you are. That's an external 1 terabyte SSD recording disk. And it's the only external disk I have at the moment that records on this, on the 8M, and that, the main camera. Main camera being a big Blackmagic camera. And that, yeah, I'm limited because it's only 1 terabyte. And if you want decent quality, for example, I'm recording this stream tonight. I pressed record at 10:10, just as we started playing, and we're already at half a terabyte. So yeah, these things use up a lot of space. Do you need to keep everything? Well, I like to keep everything in full quality. That's the thing, because you never know when you might want it again. Someone might say, oh, you played a nice piece of music then and then, and I can go back because I've got it all catalogued. It's all over there on the NAS, but if I'm out on location recording new organs with all the new equipment, then yeah, there you are. It was before I lifted. Oh, good. Okay, that's good. Right, that's fine. Oh, so what was I talking? Did you hear me talking about all the microphones before, or was that before? I can't remember now. I hope that was before. No, that must have been before. Anyway, right. Oh God, I'm sorry, folks. Technology is a wonderful thing when it works. Right. Anyway, that's enough of that for the moment. Let's dig into this book. What number were we up to? Did anyone get the number? Did Gleiswanderer write the number in, what we were up to? Or Urza, do you happen to know? I'm not terribly sure what number we were up to, you see. I think we're up to sort of 50-something. No, you're saying no. Oh, the microphone stuff was before. That's good. Thank you, Cam. That's good. Okay. Because this is why, yes, that was before. Splendid. Good. Thank you. Yes. That's important. Right, what number were we up to? 48? No. That's because we've played 49. We played 49 not that long ago. We played 49 not that long ago. We played 50 not that long ago as well. Are you sure? We must be further than 48. Definitely further than 48. I think we're up to either 52 or 53. David says 53, and I'm going to agree with David, actually. The Cherry Tree Carol. Where on earth do you get that from? 53. I'm not sure. Did we do 42? I'm not sure we did 52. Let's do 52. Let's meet in the middle. Let's do 52. Der Name unseres Vaters, the name of our Father. Now, the Brown Book of Magnificence, the Brown Book of Magical Magnificence, is full of wonderful music. And I think this one is rather wonderful as well. It's a 2-pager. Ooh, it's a 2-pager, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 2-pager. 36, 24, 36 are good numbers. Da, 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 da. Oh, good heavens. How old-fashioned. Let's Let's have one of these. This then is number 52, The Name of Our Father. It's in A minor, should you be interested. Number 52, The Name of Our Father. There you are. What's the name of your father? 52. No, that's not right. Anyway, there you are. A very bizarre and wonderful, kind of cool at the same time, piece of music. I rather like it. I like all of them, actually. Sounds like a dance hall. It does, yes. I love those kinds of things. Now, talking of dance hall, we had a couple of requests this evening for music that would fit in a dance hall. So let me dig over here. Have we had any? We have not had any more tickets this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tush, tush, tush. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've had 8 tickets this evening so far, folks. Imagine this was a live concert in a live building. You would all have had to have buy a ticket. Stop it, Fraser. That's naughty. Be grateful. Thank you very much, folks. You know what to do? Gosh, it's very loud, isn't it? This is a piece of music sent to me by our friend Yellowbird, and it's a piece of ragtime music. It's actually a 2-step, as these things were. Actually, if I'm very clever, I only have to turn pages once. And it will work if I do it that way. Right, here we go. This is a piece of music perfect for this time of year, perfect for the weather that some of you are having. In this part of Germany at the moment, there's actually no bad weather. It's freezing, absolutely freezing. And from tomorrow, it's going to be sunny, cold but sunny until the end of the week, which is rather good. So that's nice. However, some of you are experiencing snow, and apparently a very small pocket of the southeast of Englandshire also saw some snow this evening. So congratulations if that's you. If you have enough snow, I suggest you get your sleighs, your sleds, your whatever you want to call them, your toboggans. That's a good old word, isn't it? Where does that word come from? Who knows where the word toboggan comes from? Anyway, this is a piece of music by someone called John F. Barth, who I've never heard of, composer of the Frat March. Yeah, exactly. This piece of music was written in 1912. So there you are. I can't tell you any more than that. It's called the Toboggan Rag. It's in C major. The bundle of joy is making some bizarre noises downstairs. What is she doing? Anyway, never mind. Right, here's the Toboggan Rag by John F. Barth. I have no idea what this is like. This is sight reading, ladies and gentlemen. What a cute piece of music, the toboggan rag. I rather like that. Yellowbird, thank you very much indeed. There's a little extra. Toboggan, from the Canadian French word tabagan. There you are. I have no idea what that's all about, but somebody seems to know. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Yes, splendid. Oh my goodness me, right. What? Toboggan was originally a term for a type of man-hauled cargo sledge made from bark, hardwood or whalebone, and deer or buffalo hide. You got that from Wikipedia, didn't you, Platts? You got that straight from Wikipedia. Kind of cool, though. There you are. The main recollection I have of toboggans is one of the stories that Billy Connolly used to tell us about riders of toboggans. He seemed to think they were part of the upper class community. I don't think I've ever ridden a toboggan. Anyway, never mind. Have I? I don't know. Maybe one of my servants dragged me along on a toboggan when I was young. That's entirely possible. I don't know. There you are. A cute piece of music nonetheless. So that's very much. Now, what's this? This is rather bizarre. I think, oh, hold on. I have to do it like this. Then we do that. Then I do this. There we go. What's this then? Right. Here's a piece of music. This was sent to me by Andrew Bazuki. It's so small, nobody could possibly read that. How can anybody read anything that small? I need new eyes. I need new eyes. Can I put new eyes on the wish list? No, that wouldn't be a good idea, would it? Right, all aboard for a good old time. It's apparently we're going to have a good time going on a train somewhere. So it's obviously a party train. Writers of I'm Going Back to Kentucky and Gypsy Ann. Have you ever heard of either of those pieces? I haven't. This was Joseph McKeon, or McCune, I'm not sure how you want to pronounce that, and Raymond Walker, whoever the hell they were. I've never heard of either of them, and I've never heard of either of those other pieces of music. I'm Going Back to Kentucky. It's not something people say very often, I don't think. And Gypsy Ann. Anyway, here we are, all aboard for a good time. It's a march, and it's in the key of, I think it looks like, yes, it's E flat. So let's see what this sounds like. Good luck. Sorry, I must stop you there. I love these pieces of music. There's a little sort of thing. This is something you only find in old music like this. I think it's wonderful. 2 bars, 2 measures. 2 bars are reserved, and it's called, and it just says above them, repeat till ready. Till ready. I don't know what you're supposed to be ready for, but it says repeat till ready. Sometimes it says vamp till ready, which means you get to sort of improvise around until you're ready. So there's the march introduction. And then it says till ready. So I don't know, are you ready? I'm not sure I am. I have to diminuendo the organ. Play the right notes, Gartshore. That's better. All right, I'm ready. I like it. I have to read you the words. I have to read you the words. I love things that were once upon a time politically correct and now no longer. What's the use of feeling blue? Grouching won't make friends for you. Life, you know, is very short. Dead ones never get a thought. Come with me and you won't worry. Lose no time, I'm in a hurry. I'm for fun, I'm on the run. The joy car leaves at 1:30. Sounds naughty, doesn't it? All aboard? All aboard. Is everybody here? The chorus. All aboard for a good old time. Get in the crowd, laugh right out loud. Enjoy yourselves, let's all be gay. It's very old-fashioned now, isn't it? Have lots of fun in the old-fashioned way. I'm not sure what that means. Bring your mamas and your papas too. That's weird. And songs of joy will rhyme. We're here because we're here because we're here for a good old time. There's a second verse. We'll see all the sights in town. Merry life, we'll do up brown. What does that mean? We will have a big bass drum. Boom, boom. There, you bet, we'll make things hum. Right. Eat and drink because we'll have plenty. Autos we'll have 10 or 20. You'll regret if you forget good old times, the one best bet. All aboard, all aboard. Is everybody here? Let's do the chorus again. Everyone, 1, 2, 3. All aboard for a good old time. Get in the crowd, laugh right out loud. Ha ha. Enjoy yourselves, let's all be gay. Have lots of fun in the old-fashioned way. I prefer that. Bring your mamas and your papas too. That's weird. And songs of joy will rhyme. We're here because we're here because we're here for a good old time. What a bizarre piece of music. I like it, however. I like all those crazy old things like that. There's a pic. I can't show you this, but there's a picture. There's a picture. How old is this actually? 1908. 1908. There's a picture that goes with it, the front cover. Thank you for sending me the front cover. It's a guy at the back of a train shouting out, all aboard for a good time, and then lots of people running along, women in those fancy hats that look like fruitcakes, you know the ones? And men in top hats and whatever. Yeah, and there's a small child being sort of dragged along as well, so I'm not sure what was going on, but it was fun for all the family. Weird, man, weird. I like it though. Sometimes I just like weird music. And that is definitely one of them. Splendid, 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 splendid. Right, let's quickly dig around in here. And I want to do that and then that, click. And then whoop about, oh, that's not bad actually. Nope. So I can't, barabidi, barabidi. Nope, nope. Nope. There we are. There it is. Right. I can't do my alphabet anymore. I'm too weird to do an alphabet. Ooh, 2 tickets by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen. Who dis? Who dis? Nancy. Thank you very much, Nancy. Very kind. And who dis? Who's this? Gerald as well. Thank you very much, Gerald. At the same time as Nancy. Aha. Are they doing this together? I think they might be. I think they might be. Splendid. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, very bizarre music, I think you will agree. This, however, is not quite as bizarre. We're going to be doing a tour of the world at some point we're going to do a sort of a, I'm not going to say a marathon because that's the wrong word, but I'm going to do an extended concert coming up. It's going to be a fundraiser, but I'll tell you about that nearer the time. And we're going to have a sort of trip all around the world. It's not going to be hymns, it's not going to be necessarily, it could be any kind of music, it could be hymns I suppose, but it probably won't be. But we're going to have a trip around the world, okay? And I'm going to ask you all in advance for places you like, places you come from, places you live, places you've been, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to put a program together of all those things. And yeah, so I'm going to start tonight and show you the kind of thing I mean by this magnificent piece of music from 1925 from Rodgers and Hart. If you recognize the title, pop it in the chat. Until you're ready. Manhattan, a wonderful place. Haven't been for a long time, but yes, there you are, Manhattan. Who got it right? Several of you. You're all very good. Splendid. I'll take Manhattan. I'll take Manhattan. The Bronx and Staten Island too. I'm from San Diego. Well, that's not quite Manhattan, but there you are. Is there a piece of music called San Diego? I wonder. There might be. Wow, there might be. Anyway, there you have it. A very cute piece of music, and that's the kind of thing we're going to be doing. All right, so we're going to have things like that. For example, what else could we have? I'm just going to flip through this. There you are, Martinique. Da da dee da da dee da da. Martinique, that's a nice place. I've never been. Maryland, my Maryland, or Maryland, my Maryland. That's also a nice place. I also have never been. I played this at Christmas time. I'm going to play it again. dedicate this to my friends from Maryland. Maryland, my Maryland, Corey Randall, 1861. Very old piece of music, a jazz favourite, and you all know it as O Tannenbaum. Haha. Now I will get my right hand to play mainly the right notes. It's a wonderfully silly tune. I love it. That apparently is the national anthem of Maryland. So there you are. I bet you didn't know that. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So we'll be traveling around the world. Here's one called the Memphis Blues, for example. That's a nice old tune, the Memphis Blues. Michigan Water Blues, Midnight in Moscow. Ooh, we haven't done that have we done that for a long time? Midnight in Moscow. Are we allowed to play Midnight in Moscow at the moment for political reasons? I don't care. Let's do it. Kenny Ball and his Jazz Man. I got to play that with Kenny Ball a very long time back. How long ago was that? 2008. I was playing in a jazz festival, Rod Mason and his Hot Five, that was the band I was with at the time. And our special guest that evening was Kenny Ball. And my mum and my parents were there. They came to visit in Germany. This was a gig up in the Ruhrgebiet here in Germany, north of Düsseldorf somewhere. And on the flight over, Kenny flew over that morning for the gig in the evening. He was on his own, and he obviously had a fun time on the plane, shall we say. He was picked up. I think our trombonist Johnny Mortimer. John picked him up. John used to be Acker Bilk's trombonist all those years ago. John picked him up at the airport, as far as I remember. Took him to the gig, where he proceeded just to drink as much gin as possible. Not John. This was Kenny. But by the time we went on stage, Kenny hadn't had much to eat, shall we say. He had a fair bit to drink, and he had a whale of a time. Let's just put it like that. And we were playing all of his famous numbers, and that kind of thing. And we got to the end of the gig, and Kenny wandered over. I was sitting at the piano. It was a lovely grand piano on the stage. Kenny wandered over, and he just did this. He sort of leaned on the piano, leaned on this, and he looked through his fingers like this at me, and he went, "What the hell am I doing?" That's all he said. "What the hell am I doing?" He didn't say that. He said another word, but it was along the lines of, "What the hell am I doing?" And I said, "Kenny, we're doing Midnight in Moscow." And he said, "Oh, I hate that bloody tune." I said, "I'm sure you do, but we have to play it for the audience." He said, "All right then. Who's going to play the melody?" I said, "Surely that's your job. It's your tune." And he just went and said, "I don't know, get Andy to do it." Andy was our clarinetist. So we shouted, "Andy, you take the melody." And John did the harmony in the background, and Kenny just stood there with his trumpet waiting for it to be over. And then after the gig, we all went sort of backstage and did all the things backstage. And as Kenny was getting changed, I think my mum was looking after him by this point. She was making sure he wasn't, doing anything stupid. And he had his trumpet in his hand, and he was bending over to do something, and he just fell forwards. Yes. They always say never meet your heroes, don't they? When I was a kid, it was the Kenny Ball jazz band that got me into that style of music. I was a trombonist, you see, and I loved all that kind of stuff. And when I heard we were going to get to play with Kenny that night, I thought, "Oh, this is going to be exciting." Tick on the list. I'd already done the Acker Bilk thing. I played with Acker many times. I knew Chris Barber as well. I didn't get to play with Chris Barber. Chris Barber never had a piano player, but I knew Chris. And then we got to do this gig with Kenny that night. It was a wonderful gig, don't get me wrong. It was absolutely wonderful. It was hilarious. It was very, very professional on stage. But Kenny was enjoying being on his own, let's just put it like that. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Anyway, there we are. That's Midnight in Moscow. Right, folks, it's getting close to the midnight hour. So before we turn into pumpkins or whatever that happens, I'm going to play a final piece of music for you this evening. And I think we'll play this. I haven't played this for a long time, and I think it might sound quite nice on this organ. Yes, I think it probably will. It's Errol Garner's most favourite number. Cue the copyright claims. It's Misty. Sorry, I forgot to grunt along in the background when I was doing that one, like Errol Garner himself would have done, and looked around the room at all those people watching me play. If you've ever seen Errol Garner, you've got to watch Errol Garner playing live, because it's so... it's such an amazing thing. The guy was an absolute bizarre genius. The two halves of his brain were definitely not connected in any way whatsoever. Just a miracle, that guy. Go and watch him. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sunday night as Organ Music Night, the first Sunday night of the new year. We have to finish. We have to finish because we all turn into pumpkins. Tomorrow is probably, for most of you, the first day back at the sinful world of work. If that is the case, I do apologize. If you live anywhere in Germany, stay at home, don't leave the building. There's going to be some bizarre farmers' strike all over the country tomorrow. Farmers are going crazy because the politicians are doing something about farmers' tax. And they're taking to the roads, and they're just going to cause havoc. It's like France. I don't think they're going to spray poo all over the place, but you never know, they might. So yes, if you're in Germany, stay at home tomorrow. Just call your boss and say you can't get out. There's a farmer with a pitchfork blocking your driveway. Yeah, try it, see what happens. So yeah, so that's it. That was the first Sunday of the new year. Many more to come. And don't forget, Friday night, this coming Friday, is going to be huge. Do not miss it. I'll be advertising it throughout the week. Thank you very much for tickets on the way past, ladies and gentlemen. Were there any more since we were speaking? Nope. But thank you anyway to all of you for your generosity this evening. Very kind. And I look forward to seeing you through the week. If we don't see you through the week, we'll see you through the window. Ha ha ha. No, that's an old Glasgow joke, but never mind. Yes, we'll see you very soon, at the very latest on Friday. And don't worry. Let me play the next notes. Yeah, all of that stuff coming to the channel. I don't know what's happening. It's weird. It's mad. It's absolutely madness. See you soon, folks. Take care. Night, night.